I think the first thing that people really notice about Kristen is her heart. She has a huge heart and a huge capacity to put herself in other people's shoes. And in this community, the not-for-profit community in Calgary, she really understands both the for-profit and the not-for-profit side of the equation because she's done both. She cares about both sides of the community, and she's able to bring people together to work together effectively.
I started off in nonprofit, and it was an opportunity to try the other side and kind of have an appreciation for the challenges that the corporate community has when they try to consider where to put investments and how best to help the community. So kind of seemed like a bit of a natural fit that way. I grew up in a really small farming community, and if people didn't help each other out, the community was definitely not going to be successful. That's just the reality of small farm communities. So, you know, everybody had to throw in if somebody had a tragedy, which there often were. Families got together to support the way that they could. Like, you know that your actions impact others, and that everyone really does have to work together in these communities, or else life is just, it's not as enjoyable or even possibly bearable. You grow up that way, and it sort of doesn't seem, it just seems like a bit of a natural evolution. I came out here and I didn't know anybody, so I started at the University of Calgary and thought, well, volunteering is a great way to get to meet new people. They'll probably be nice. At the same time, it's a personal story for me too. I had the opportunity really early on in my career to work with Hazel Gillespie. She spent a lot of time with me, considering how busy she was and how, you know, how important she was. So for her to take that time was so, it was so, and still is like so special to me. But yeah, it is very, very personal to me, and I kind of just remember thinking like, man, if I could be 1/10 as good at my job as she was. I mean, for Fluor, we've been partners with United Way forever, long before I ever joined. So coming into Fluor, I knew right away, like, United Way is an amazing partner. It's not just one thing that contributes to a challenge in somebody's life that have brought them to the point where they're at, and we're just seeing them at a critical point sometimes, but how do we see them before they get to that critical point? So I think that's really the really beauty part of working with United Way, and really understanding that that's where you're driving and that's what the goal is.
Thank you. We value you.